Manager of the Month award today. The first to win it 3 times in a row in recognition of his club's excellent run since he took over at Tannadice. McLean wants to build on the current success enjoyed by his team.
You don't get anything handed to you, you've got to earn it, and what we've got to do is we are a team that I feel is capable of improvement. Improvement has been static of late, and we've got to get back to improving as a team, and if we improve and get back to the level that we were playing at earlier in the season, I'll be confident. But as I say, any below par performances tomorrow, and we find we're slow out the competition.
To do so, his defence will have to snuff out former United striker Owen Coyle, the man who scored the goal last year to ensure the side's promotion from Division 1. Coyle has been a revelation since his transfer to Fir Park, but while he says he harbours no grudges against the Tannadice side, he's determined to dump them out of the competition.
My loyalty is now lying at Motherwell, and we'd like to progress in the Cup. We know it's going to be a very difficult tie. United are probably the form team in Scotland, so I think it makes for an exciting game. You know, we've got people that can hopefully cause problems, and I think it'll be a very interesting tie.
United's last-minute victory over Dunfermline confirmed that even when the side isn't playing well, they can still ground out results. The team has been transformed since they won the Cup. The blend McLean has achieved makes them second favourites to lift the trophy.
It's a difficult hurdle. Motherwell at any time over the years is always a difficult team, and we're anticipating a very, very hard game tomorrow. And it's a case that if we want to be in the semi-final, we've got to earn the right to be in the semi-final. And there's no doubt of late performances in the last 4 or 5 games have slipped. So as I was expressing to the players earlier, we've got to get back to the standard that we're capable of and do it on a more regular basis if we want to progress in the Cup.
When he was Motherwell's boss, Tommy McLean steered the club to a Scottish Cup final triumph over Dundee United, then managed by his brother Jim. It's role reversal tomorrow at Tannadice as the McLean brothers team up against Motherwell. Having seen off Hearts in the last round, United the form team and favourites to go through to the semi-finals.
I think it was beyond expectation to go in the run that we've went on. You know, there's no doubt there was quality in the club. But to go in the run that we've gone is definitely exceptional, and astounded us a wee bit.
In the league, Dundee United are unbeaten against Motherwell.
Since I came in here, I've asked a lot, I demand a lot in terms of how we go about it, and I don't think you can switch on and switch off. And we work hard in training, and I think that's carried on into the game. So we've made sure that the training is organised and it's competitive.
In reaching the Cup quarter-finals, Motherwell needed 2 attempts to beat second division Hamilton Accies. Yet Alex McLeish believes his side can upset the odds at Tannadice.
You know, Hamilton proved in the last round that they were a tough nut to crack when they came here and enjoyed themselves. We go to Dundee United very much the underdogs. They're the form team in Scotland at the moment. They're on a great run, but we look forward to the match. It's a reasonably strong squad, and we've been playing reasonably well, and we'll look forward to the Tannadice game. I think we can surprise a few people.
Might the Motherwell boss settle for a draw and a replay?
Well, I think if I'm being honest, I would settle for a draw, but that's not to say that we're going to go and defend for 90 minutes against Dundee United. I think that would be very dangerous to do that. We want to pose them problems of our own. I believe I've got the players that can do that. Owen Coyle's in good scoring form. Tommy Coyne scored last week. Willie Faulkner can get his goals. So we think that we can cause United problems as well.
Although for Tommy McLean, the recollections are tinged with sadness. Manager of Motherwell then, United now, McLean has only once watched a recording of that famous victory. They were brothers on the cover in the Radio Times 6 years ago as the build-up began to what was dubbed the family final. Jim was manager of Dundee United, Tommy was in charge at Motherwell. It should have been a day to remember. But the death of their father cast a cloud over Hampden for the McLeans.
It was a good final, and we were delighted obviously that it turned out that way. You know, it was quite a good entertaining final, but the circumstances surrounding it take the gloss off it, and it brings things into perspective. And basically I think I've only watched that video on one occasion because every time I think about it, it's basically it brings back the memory of my father at that time. So it's no one that, as I say, sticks rigidly in my mind, albeit as I say, the one thing is outsiders viewing it would say it was a good entertaining final, so that is the one that I think my father would have been proud of.
Their father would also have been proud of the day nearly 6 months ago when manager Tommy joined chairman Jim at Dundee United. Their critics called them the brothers grim and predicted an explosive working relationship. But Tommy had already worked at Fir Park with another brother.
A lot of people forget Willie. You know, Willie is every bit as volatile as the rest of us, and Willie and I had a good set-up at Motherwell, and there wasn't any problems, and I don't see any reason why the set-up here is between Jim and myself should be any different from the one I had with Willie at Motherwell, because I think that worked well. But as I say, it's how people view certain individuals.
So is Jim happy with the job you're doing at the moment?
Well, he's happy enough, because I think the way the club's going is I think we've got to be happy with the progress that's been made, but there's still a lot of room for improvement.
The turnaround at Tannadice has been dramatic. United are 2 games away from a cup final, 13 matches unbeaten, and in the Premier Division outside the old firm they're by far the best of the bunch. 3 Scandinavian imports have worked wonders, but McLean has also brought out the best in the homebred players, like 4th round match winner Robbie Winters.
At the start of the season I was a bit of a slump, but for the first 6 games I wasn't doing well. I didn't get a good pre-season in me because I had an injury, so just for there I've been keeping my place in the team and that and doing really well. Last season I was playing more to the wing with McSwiggan and Coyle and that up front, but at this time I've been asked to play just like with Big Olsen, like flicking the ball on, and it's good for me.
When Motherwell come here, you're into this nice habit of winning, so presumably you must feel confident of keeping that run going.
Well, we're confident, but the one thing that worries me as usual, it's the pessimism in me, is basically this thing, I'm lifting the papers and we're reading that Dundee United are as good as in the semi-final. You know, I look at it from Motherwell's point of view. Motherwell have had, at this moment in time, have had, by their standards, what they would call a disappointing season. This, the Cup anyway, is the last chance for them to turn a disappointing season into a successful season. So they'll be up for that, and as I say, we're viewing a very, very difficult game. There has never been a Dundee United in the past 10 years. Dundee United Motherwell game that's been an easy game. We're expecting a hard game, and it's no as if we're going to be swanning through and getting to the semi-final. We've got to earn it in football. You've got to earn the right, and Motherwell will be a big obstacle in front of us, and we've got to ensure on the day that we're better than them, and it'll be a very, very difficult task.